Hello, Drone Racers. I'm Mark, and it's 2019. I guess I had one video out already in 2019, but that's pretty pathetic for as late in the month as it is. But now I think things are back in order. I don't know how many times I've said that, but we're going to try and keep progressing. Now, I'm not going to be able to do 4 videos a week like I used to. My family has gotten a little bit older and they just need more time, and I don't have the free time to go in the basement after they're all in bed like I used to. I'm committing to 2 videos a week, so that's my goal. We're going to try and keep that up, get that going, keep it going, but we're not going to let that impede the giveaways because I still have a wall full of stuff here and I want to get rid of it all. Now, one of my problems at the moment is, if you can see in the reflection of the Death Star here, everything is covered in snow, so that's going to mean we're going to be inside a little bit, and I've got one thing coming that I really have to try outside. I hope it doesn't fail safe, but we'll get to that when it gets here. So first off, I want to announce last month's winners, December, and actually December. I can't believe nobody called me on that. December 2018's giveaway. It was a Visuo XS809 something. Here, it was this one. Drew names went through, and the winner of that is Terry Stevens. I've actually already contacted Terry to get his shipping information, so the worst part of this is shipping, putting things in boxes, taking time to get print labels and put it in, get the mail all set up and get it weighed and get a box, and especially finding a box, but I think I have a box for this one. Anyway, I've already contacted Stevens. He already knows that it's coming, and he'll be using his iPhone with this, which should work out just fine. Also, over on Patreon, I did a giveaway. On Patreon, I gave away a brand new Space Wolf DT140. This should be pretty sweet. Hopefully this is not the broken one. This is the good one. I have one with a broken arm I'll probably give away eventually too. On Patreon, the winner for this was Michael Murgatroyd. Michael Murgatroyd. So thanks for being a patron for a while now, Michael, and I'll be glad to send this to you along with something else that we'll cover in just a little bit. Okay, so that gets us to this month's giveaways, which is probably why most of you are here. So for the 2 giveaways, I like to give away things that I think will be useful for each of those communities. I have a lot larger audience on YouTube, where a lot of people don't have anything. They don't have anything at all. They're just getting started and they're interested. That's why I give away a lot of things like the Visuo that I did last month, because I know they'll be able to use it. But in this month, I think we might have some people who are getting started with the new year. So for that, I'm going to do something different. Giving away a set of goggles. Now, these are not the best goggles. These are not my favorite goggles, but they're an acceptable set of goggles. They have a excellent band scanner, and I've got a review for that. I'll post that down below. They're still available. I recommend, if you're buying them, buy the EV800Ds instead, but to win them for free, to get them to get started, it's not a bad option for somebody. So hopefully this goes to somebody who is going to be able to use them to help them get started and cover that part of the budget a little bit. I loved the VRD2 first generation, and then they upgraded them with the Pro, and they totally screwed them up. You will very shortly be seeing the VRD3 review. That'll come out here soon. At first glance, it's not too bad. Need to spend a little more time with them first. So over on Patron, we've got a review, and on Patron, pretty much I think everybody there flies. Everybody there has radios and goggles and those kind of things. So I tend to do more complete quads there, like I did last month. And I've got another one here. It is a Warlark 80. I never actually got this thing reviewed. It looks pretty cool, and it's still available, and it's got a really nice shell on it, and this one's brushless. I don't know why I never got to review it. I think there are probably better options to spend my time on than this one, but I think it's perfectly acceptable. It's actually 2S. It's a 2S battery there. USB port on the back for programming. It's potentially, I mean, this is an old school brushless tiny whoop. I don't know if it's any good. I know there are no parts for it, which is probably the biggest problem for it. And I know programming it is a total pain. So to do an upgrade, whoever wins this is going to have to look online for the manual for this in order to upgrade it, because it's a little weird. And I was going to do a video on just upgrading it, and that I never got to it. There's too many things to do. But somebody is going to be able to spend the time with this and get good use out of this. It doesn't even come with a cable to be able to charge this battery. You connect it in there and plug that in and plug that in and balance charge it, and you'll be good to go. Somebody hopefully will be able to get this thing to fly. So finally, the big announcement, the thing I've been waiting for. I've been so excited about this for quite a while. You may have noticed this. You like this? I mean, you guys know my hats. So why do I wear a hat inside? Because if I take it off, you guys might think you're watching RC model reviews, and that's no good. Even without the accent, it gets a little confusing. So I wear the hat. I like the hat. I actually got my first fedora at a business conference I went to, and it had a label on it when I went there, and I wore that for a while. Then I ended up buying one without it, and then I bought some others that I just kind of like it, and then I wanted one with my name on it, so that's what I've got here. The problem getting a hat with your own logo in it is you can't buy one, not easily. So I have a lot. I actually have 74 of them. I had to buy 74 of them in order to get one. Now my kids have taken a couple because they want them, and I'll keep some spares. But that also means I have some hats to give away. Now I'll probably give these away on special occasions, but first and foremost, I'm going to make this the biggest Patreon reward I've ever done. Here's what I'm thinking. I've got 4 tiers. There's 4 tiers on Patreon. I've got 4 tiers on Patreon. The $1 tier, which isn't going to get you a hat. I've got a $10 tier. And if you do the $10 tier, and this does go back, if you do the $10 tier for 6 months, then I will send you a hat. If you do the $50 tier for 1 month, I'll send you a hat. It ends up being a little bit of a discount, and maybe you'll stick around, maybe you won't. It'd be great. But I'm going to try and build this up. Like I've said before, the only way I can get rid of the excuses of time is if I can do this full time, and Patreon's got to be the way to do it. Now, I don't blame you for not adding to Patreon when I'm only posting once or twice a month, but we'll get that fixed. Oh yeah, and if you do the $1,000 tier, I will definitely include a hat for that tier too, no problem. So these are actually pretty nice. These are embroidered. These aren't a sticker. It's all embroidered on the inside. You can see that there. It's got the name on it, the logo, and maybe nobody wants them. I don't know, but I like it. So it's the best thing I could think of that was unique to this channel that wasn't just some band or anything like that. So one of the things I thought of is, what about the people who were patrons who are not anymore but would have qualified? And I kind of feel bad adding this afterwards. So what I'm doing is, if you were a patron and you're still active in the community and you hit that requirement, just sign up for the $1 level for 1 month. So I will check that. That'll show up then on the reward list, so then I can check it out, and you don't have to stay if you don't want to. But there were a couple people who supported for like a year and then stopped. And if you sign back up for just the smallest amount possible, it will show you back up on the list so I can see and get you your hat out to you. And if you don't want to, that's fine too. Also, if you're international, I am not going to be able to ship this all the way up, not by itself. It just costs too much to ship this. In a lot of cases, it would cost as much to ship this as it costs to be a patron for that long. So I will do my best to fold it down flat, and I did this for a while. I tested it. If I fold it down, I can't do it right now, but if I fold it down flat, it does pop back into shape pretty well. So just so you know, I'm going to do my best, but that's really all I can promise. So there we go. If you found this useful, leave a like and a comment down below. Make sure you check the description below on how to sign up for the giveaway. One of them is on Gleam, and you can follow all the instructions there and sign up for all the stuff if you want to get as many points as possible. So the link down below, you can go sign up for Patron and you can get a hat right away, or you can hang out with us for 6 months and longer after that, and then we'll send you one after that. Patron has a new feature to help me keep track so I can get these all shipped out. The other reason I wear a hat all the time is because I'm in my office and it is freezing in here. I just put in a space heater. The cold weather is not helping at all, and now I'm gonna go put my fleece back on. Alexa, turn the office space heater off. So you'll see a lot. Getting called by a scammer. I'm pretty much guaranteed that's a scammer. Wish I had a way to answer that live on screen.